Good evening. This is my week 2 journal article speech. And here's my audience, including my videographer. We are now living in a day and age where everything is digital. You can purchase goods, play video games, network with friends, date, even attend college, all at the touch of an electronic device. This era is commonly known as the informative age or information age. The information age has shifted our economy from our previous history of industrialization, I can't even get it out, to that of computerization. It seems that as technology enhances, users get younger, almost as if software developers' target market is structured towards adolescents. Just to think, no longer is it common to socialize online in complete sentences. Instead, we have emojis and initialisms, just like LOL, which stands for laugh out loud, to express our feelings or emotions. With that said, my name is Frances Daniel, and today I'd like to discuss the effects of social network sites that they have on adolescents and social academic development. Published in 2011, August of 2011, the article, The Effect of Social Network Sites on Adolescents, Social and Academic Development, Current Theories and Controversies, can be retrieved from the Journal of the American Society for Information Science and Technology, Volume 62, Issue 8. The author of this article is June An, an associate professor at University of New York, NYU, Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development. Prior to NYU, he was an assistant associate professor at the University of Maryland, College Park, in the College of Information Studies with a joint appointment in the College of Education. He directed the Human-Computer Interaction Lab during his tenure with UMD, one of the oldest HCI labs in the country. This article indicates that teenagers are among the most prolific users of social networking sites and discusses subsequent effects of social network sites that they potentially have on the adolescents that use them. I chose to discuss this article because I have 2 teenagers and a preteen, all for which have some sort of social networking, albeit their school's homework page or Facebook. I want to know how these channels of communications could potentially impact them. The author's thesis indicates that adolescents use media in large numbers and considers several key controversies around youth participation in social networking sites. The main points I will be discussing today is the impact of social networking sites on the overall well-being of adolescents. Now I'd like to discuss the main points of this article. I'd like to define social networking sites and how they most commonly are utilized by adolescents. Social networking sites are online platforms that allow people to build social networks or social relationships with other people who share similar or common personal interests. For adolescents, social networking sites are commonly used to interact with others online regarding activities, gaming, social boards, school boards, and/or homework, as well as real-life connections. Adolescents also use SNS to share photographs and real-time messages to others. The second point I would like to discuss are the issues surrounding social networking sites on today's youth. A major controversy surrounding social networking services is youth safety and privacy. Approximately 70% of school districts block access to SNS sites, and the main reason for this is the trend that centers on fear about student safety. An alarming concern is that most social networking services users are required to create a profile. in which for many users, especially adolescents, could potentially be compromised. Also, many actions of adolescent users are not strictly monitored. Lately, social networking sites has been the host of many heinous activities including bullying, fighting, suicides, and even homicides. After speaking on how adolescents use SNS and some potential risk factors users can experience, I'd like to go ahead and discuss the sociology impact that SNS may have on adolescents. Education researchers now firmly conclude that a media tool itself does not affect student learning. Research shows that SNS platform itself does not cause outcomes such as psychological well-being, social capital, or learning. Rather, the communication and cultural behaviors of users, how they share information, social support, or information can be theorized as causal mechanism. One cannot find effects of technology alone without taking into account the communication behaviors within the system. To understand SNS as a social informatics system, researchers must take into account the features of SNS, the user populations in these online communications, and the behaviors that can be plausibly linked to social outcomes. In conclusion, the majority of current research on SNS attempts to understand the phenomena itself. Scholars have been interested in how youth use the technologies, what cultural practices emerge in these online contexts, and what theoretical implications SNS have on identity and social relationships. This study provided a concise definition of SNS and underlined the theories and controversies having adolescents use SNS. This article gave me a bit of insight on what to expect with my own adolescent SNS users, especially since I do not nor have I ever utilized SNS myself. I personally believe that SNS is both a blessing and a curse. When being used properly, adolescents are able to interact with friends and family abroad. But since SNS technology is still so immature and research is in such an infinitive stage, right now it seems that the true effects of social networking sites on adolescents and social and academic development are inconclusive. Thank you.